Coach, coming off of a really exciting win against Flagler. We kind of talked about it last night at the post-game press conference, but it was a really crazy ending, and you had a lot of freshmen out there too at the end of the game. What did you learn about your team to be able to pull out a victory?
Well, I was very happy that we were able to pull out a win. I think basketball is a game of momentum and a game of runs, and you saw us make a nice run beginning of the third quarter, then beginning of the fourth and through the middle of the fourth, they made a nice run and actually took the lead. So, you give up a 16-point lead and see the opponent take the lead. It's tough, but I thought we fought back. A lot of times you just, there's frustration and that type of thing, but I thought we kept playing, and we just made a couple plays on the offensive and the defensive ends of the floor that helped us win that game. Yeah, so very, very proud of our girls.
Now you take on a North Georgia team on the road. They're one of the top teams, if not the top team, in the conference. Played them already once this season. What makes them such a good team?
They're just solid. I mean, they do what they can do. They do it well. They've got a very good inside-out presence, and even better than when they played us because one of their post players was hurt. So they've got a good high-low presence in there with the kid that transferred from Campbell and Sutton in the post, and then they got Franklin as their point guard who can shoot it and is experienced, but they've got some other wings that can shoot it. So you kind of got to pick your poison against them. You go out and guard them. They're going to get it inside. You slough inside, and you give them an opportunity to make threes. I think Franklin made 4 or 5 threes against us here, so we've got to do a better job against her and taking away her three-point opportunities. And then Sutton had a big game too. Actually, Sutton made 2 threes against us, so she's an inside-outside threat. So they just do a good job. And then on the defensive end, they're just length. I mean, we're usually pretty good defensively, but I think we're second in the conference in scoring defense and field goal percentage defense, and they're ahead of us in both categories. So they use their length. They keep you in front of you. They're big enough to switch some things and give you some problems there. So, yeah, it'll be a challenge, but we need to be able to score. That's the biggest thing against them. We need to be able to score.
Yeah, you mentioned the need to score. You look back to the first game between you guys and North Georgia. You hold them under 60 points, which you've done pretty consistently throughout the season, but you scored just 45 points. When you look back to that game, what are some things that you need to improve upon offensively to be able to score against them?
I actually watched it last night, and I think it's a little higher level of aggressiveness and attacking. I think we've got to try to get more in transition before they get their defense set. I think that'll be important. So we've got to rebound and try to run down the floor and get some good looks early. And I think making shots, too. I just looking, particularly late in the game in the fourth quarter, we had a lot of pretty good looks from the perimeter that we did knock down. So I think it's a combination of those 3 things because they're going to score. They've got too many weapons not to score, so we've got to be good offensively.
And a difficult stretch coming up. North Georgia, followed by Lander. 2 of the top teams in the conference back-to-back and on the road. How do you prepare for a stretch like this?
I just told our girls it's a challenge, I mean, we're going down there and other teams in the league, other people in the league, not expecting us to win. I think it's a great challenge for us to go out there and play and show that we're not the same team that we were, before Christmas or even 4 or 5 weeks ago, that we're a better and improved team, and I think we'll continue to get better. You mentioned our freshmen. I think they gave us 22 points last night, and so they're coming on. Even Anaya, who doesn't score for us, is getting a bigger role. I think she played 10.5 minutes last night. So we just need to continue to improve, and I think it's a great challenge for us to go on the road and play against 2 teams that, we expect to go down there and win the game, but not a lot of people expect us to win.
All right, Coach. Thanks for your time. Best of luck this weekend.
Thank you.